I wanted to do something that wasn't traditional for my channel. I kept thinking, how can I keep pushing myself? What new textures can I incorporate? What's exciting to me? And what is challenging with makeup? And for me, it's always about doing things that work within the realm of what I can carry on my face, as well as producing something that's a lot different than what I've done in previous looks. I'm just creating space and texture. This is what this look was about. If we look at the forms of expression of femininity today, I think of women in the industry or women in Hollywood. You know what I liked about the golden ages of Hollywood was that women were the goal for anyone. I think they were living the life of luxury, they were traveling, they had a way about them, they knew how to turn it on. I feel like there's a certain extreme where we really pushed the body. There's a new ideal, a new goal. What I loved about the women in the 50s is that they did embrace their body types. They did embrace their beauty, and they were not afraid of hyperfemininity. They also decided, like Marlene Dietrich, to play with gender. She wasn't afraid to wear a suit, a top hat. She was one of the most iconic first figures that really embodied gender fluid. Marlene Dietrich was the prototype. She was the origins of pushing the boundaries on gender. We look today in fashion and they're saying the words gender fluid as if it's this new concept, but they're using certain models that do not, to me, embody gender fluidity. They are the most atypical type of model. They're safe, they're not threatened for being fluid, they're not struggling with their existence in public spaces because they are born in one body and they exhibit the gender of another or whatever you'd like to express. For somebody like me, I always was different. I was fluid. I relate to somebody like Marlene Dietrich because she was a tough woman. She was masculine in a lot of ways. And she was not afraid to be all of those things. Well, I think that a classic never goes out of style. You can always revert back to something that was done in the 50s, and that makeup and styling would look amazing on anybody. Most women look good with a red lip. And if they don't like a red lip and they say, well, that's too strong for my face, a simple black eyeliner. It's like, those are simple tricks that work for a lot of women. And those are classic beauty tricks that were being done in the 50s and 60s. In order to make it modern, my existence, considering that I'm doing the art of drag, and I use that term lightly, because I don't really associate to drag, because I feel like we have this preconceived concept that drag is somebody that's performing in nightlife only, doing comedy, and I love drag. I love going to see a show. But what I feel I get to do is I really lean in on the whole gender fluidity, being able to play with gender, to lean in fully to femininity. And to me, that's where it becomes current, and that's where it's modern. I'm existing honestly with my body, with my mind, with my spirit, creating beautiful pieces of art that last for as long as we're willing to film or walk through spaces dressed as Miss Fame. And those are the moments that I get to live that heightened sense of self. And that's where I take a classic beauty and I make it a current, modern approach. Behind that makeup is myself, it's Curtis. I feel like I've discluded gender in a lot of the topics around beauty because I don't feel it's important. As long as it looks good, shouldn't that be what it's about? If I'm solely talking only about makeup and only about beauty and style, if it looks good, can we rule out the fact that the gender is behind that? That it's not fitting into the public ideal of what we expect a male role and a female role to be?